Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Shattered but Unbreakable. I'm Vicky Luann. This episode is more than a close to season one. It's a reckoning, a rising, a phoenix moment where we stop pretending silence is peace and start telling the truth about what it really is. Because a silent treatment, it doesn't feel like abuse, but it is.
She is a warrior, ain't nothing gonna slow her down.
That was Warrior by Alita Langford, my friend, my soul sister, and sideline powerhouse in gut health, used with permission and deep gratitude. Go follow her and feel her fire. It's one of the most manipulative, subtle, and psychologically damaging forms of emotional warfare. We're talking about the silent treatment and why it is not just someone needing space. It's not them being stoic or cooling off. It is emotional manipulation. And in narcissistic relationships, it is a tactic of control, a form of psychological abuse. Let me take you back. I remember nights when I was crying so hard, guttural sobs, the kind where your whole body aches for comfort and you're in the fetal position and you just want a hand, a word, something. And the man I loved, nothing, not a word, not a glance, not a breath, just absence, cold and sharp, like a blade that doesn't cut, it slices, invisible and deep. And then there were the little things that didn't feel little at all. Like the way he'd whip his earbuds out if I dared speak while he watched a reel. That annoyed flick, that exasperated sigh, like I had interrupted something far more important than me. It felt like a thousand tiny cuts. Death by dismissal. It used to hurt my heart so bad, and instantly I'd feel myself sink right back onto the back burner of our life. Have you ever felt that feeling where your presence feels like a burden? Like your voice feels like noise? And you start asking yourself, am I even allowed to exist here? And then little by little, you stop. You stop talking. You stop reaching. You stop kissing. There's no intimacy left. No emotional closeness. Just a man with his earbuds in, irritated that you don't want sex at 3 a.m. when he finally decides to slide into bed beside you. That's not love. That's not partnership. That's emotional starvation dressed up as indifference. See, when a narcissist feels called out, cornered by truth, they don't apologize. They don't repair. They punish. And one of their favorite weapons, the silent treatment. Because when they go silent, we get loud. We start begging, pleading, apologizing for things we never did. You start shrinking, bending, shape shifting just to feel worthy of being spoken to. It's not space, it's warfare. Basil van der Kolk taught us that trauma lives in our bodies. And I want you to know emotional neglect is trauma. The silent treatment is trauma. It activates your nervous system just like physical violence does. It kicks your fight or flight response into high gear. It tells your brain that you're not safe, that you're being emotionally abandoned. And if you grew up in a home where love was conditional, where attention had to be earned, where affection was rationed, then the silent treatment doesn't just hurt. It rewrites your identity over and over. And you start thinking, I must be too much. I must be hard to love. I need to stop speaking up. But the truth is, you were never too much. They were just too afraid of your truth. If you're listening to this and feeling that ache in your gut, that's your nervous system remembering. And I want you to know we can help you regulate those feelings. This isn't just about leaving a relationship. It's about leaving behind the belief that silence is your fault, that love has to hurt, that being seen and heard is a privilege. It's not. It's your birthright. I'll leave you with this. I wrote a book, From the Fire of My Truth. But when people got uncomfortable, they got angry, they stopped speaking to me, they called me a liar, they threatened lawsuits, even death. And the worst part, I hadn't named a single person. But the shame crept in anyway. The guilt, the self-doubt. So I silenced myself again for the sake of others. Because the truth, it makes people squirm. It makes them lash out. It makes them ugly. And they'll blame you for everything that happened to you. Even when you were 9, when you were just a little girl, like somehow you were the one at fault, as if I could have possibly deserved what was done to me. At 9, I shelved that book for 15 years. I closed the pages, tried to forget I wrote it. But lately, it keeps sneaking into my brain. I've been thinking about rewriting it because my voice deserves to live, to be heard. My story is powerful, and someone needs to hear it. It took me until I was 60 to realize that telling the truth, it was never the problem. Silencing myself was. So no more back burner for me. No more waiting for anyone's permission. This mic, it's mine now, and I'm just getting started. So if this spoke to your soul, please don't keep it to yourself. And hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming in season 2, because we're going to piss some people off. It's going to be louder and braver. Leave a review. Your words help this message reach another woman who feels invisible or unheard. And share this with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who's ready to find her voice too. I love y'all big. Stay unbreakable, my phoenixes. This is Coach Vicki Luann. Until next time.
She is a warrior, a warrior.